Stairway to Heaven was recorded over the course of 1970 and released in November 1971. It's one of Led Zeppelin's best-known songs, which makes it one of the most legendary rock songs of all time. And that's not just my opinion. Here are some accolades it's gathered over the years. Gigwise voted Stairway to Heaven the UK's favorite rock anthem. Guitar World called Jimmy Page's solo in the song the greatest guitar solo of all time. VH1 ranks the song as the number 3 greatest rock song of all time. Planet Radio listeners have voted Stairway to Heaven the greatest ever rock song. The song was played nearly 3 million times on the radio in the first 20 years after its release. And lastly, Rolling Stone dubbed it the 31st greatest song of all time. That said, guitar stores around the world have banned customers from playing the song's opening notes while testing guitars, and it's hard to tell whether they're joking or not. As a result, the intro to the song has been dubbed the Forbidden Riff. So why is Stairway to Heaven banned in guitar stores? I'll investigate this question by diving into the history and critical reception of the song. Probably the best place to start is the 1992 music comedy Wayne's World, in which the title character, Wayne Campbell, played by Mike Myers, attempts to play Stairway's opening riff while testing out his Dream Axe in an Illinois guitar shop. The store's attendant quickly mutes the strings and points to a sign that reads, "No Stairway to Heaven." After seeing the sign, Wayne breaks the fourth wall to tell the audience, "No stairway, denied." If you've ever worked in a guitar shop, chances are you've heard this line more times than you care to count. Strangely enough, the riff he plays in this clip sounds almost nothing like the original Stairway riff, which kinda kills the joke. Now, why might they have used the wrong riff? If you guessed licensing, you're correct. According to IMDb, the riff had to be changed for international cable and video releases due to copyright issues, and only the original US theatrical release has the proper riff, thus bringing a whole new meaning to the term forbidden riff, as it was literally forbidden to be in the film itself. So that's Wayne's World, and probably the best known instance of the Stairway bans being enforced, but the question is it actually banned anywhere in real life? Much like He Who Must Not Be Named from Harry Potter, the opening riff of Stairway to Heaven is considered forbidden among people who just can't bear to hear it played. The origin of the nickname could come from a number of different sources, which I'll get into now. First, let's consider the otherworldly forces that surround this song. While the tune's lyrics take the listener on an emotional ascension into heaven, some extremists believe that this song was written either by or for the devil himself. Yes, it's true. Many people claim that if you play Stairway to Heaven backwards, the audio produces satanic messages intended to appease the dark king of the underworld. Notably, many suspicious God-fearing people claim to hear the words, "Here's to my sweet Satan, Master Satan," and "There's no escaping it." These backmasked messages were largely popularized by Christian radio host Michael Mills in the early 1980s. However, this was not the last time this song was used to please the Dark Lord. In 2002, the band Tenacious D released the song Tribute, which tells the tale of band members Jack Black and Kyle Gass encountering Satan himself while hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road. The story goes on to explain that Tenacious D played the greatest song in the world for the demon, but they just can't seem to remember how it goes. It's a hilarious concept for a song, and 13-year-old me couldn't get enough of Tenacious D. With all of this supernatural mumbo-jumbo in mind, there are some true believers who are honestly convinced that Stairway to Heaven is actually sacrilegious and should therefore be banned not only in guitar stores, but across radio waves around the world. Of course, most of us who listen to a lot of music would either ignore that sort of thing, or if anything, it would make us more interested in the song, sort of like the effect that parental advisory stickers had on hip-hop and thrash metal in the 80s. Another theory is that the Stairway to Heaven riff is banned in guitar stores simply because staff got tired of hearing it so much. If you've ever stepped into a guitar store, this is pretty believable because amateurish attempts at famous riffs can sound just like nails against a chalkboard. As one of the most iconic riffs of all time, learning Stairway to Heaven is practically a requirement for any new guitar player. Although it may sound cool in your parents' basement though, most guitar store employees have heard good, great, and downright awful versions of the forbidden riff so many times that it no longer sounds like music to their ears. In fact, Stairway became such a massive hit that even Led Zeppelin lead singer Robert Plant got tired of hearing it. While driving down the west coast of the United States, Plant pulled his car over and pledged $10,000 to the radio station KBOO so that they would never play the song again. Although it is clear that many people love and adore the song, Stairway to Heaven has also gotten its fair share of criticism from musicians, newspapers, and the general public. Famously, music critic Lester Bangs once called Led Zeppelin's Stairway a thicket of misbegotten mush, whereas most of the world's music lovers were under the spell of the song's sheer optimism and beauty. Bangs and other music snobs simply weren't having it. Lastly, there's been a lot of controversy over who the original writers of Stairway to Heaven actually were. Although the song was released by Led Zeppelin in 1971, another band by the name of Spirit sued Zeppelin in 2016, claiming the song had copied their song, Taurus, which had been released 3 years earlier. Although many musicians, including Led Zeppelin's guitarist Jimmy Page, have been known to borrow riffs and lyrics from other songs, Spirit actually made quite a case for copyright infringement. After all, the band opened for Led Zeppelin on a tour directly before Stairway was written and released. Plus, the songs actually do sound fairly similar. At the end of the day, people look at some of rock and roll history's greatest riffs and think that they are just plain inhuman. In the case of Stairway, the religious undertones, the controversy, and the overplaying have led the opening riff to be termed the forbidden riff. Although many guitar stores only jokingly enforce this rule, it is still true that these factors, as well as the national attention from Wayne's World, have led to real bans on playing Stairway in music shops around the world. So next time you're playing a guitar at your local guitar shop, with or without the intention of purchasing it when you're done, think twice before shredding the forbidden riff.